Okay, so freaking did some cleaning, some scrubbing. You already see the oil residue in there building up. I cleaned the fender wells and stuff real good. Oh, my back! My back is shot. Ugh. So this steering gear has got to go. I went through the trouble to get the mechanical fuel pump off the old engine, and my attempt was I was just gonna sit here and pump out the gas, right? But when I took the hose off, because I was gonna put this longer one on the pump so I can sit over here and pump it, this gas just started it was just pouring out. So it's like, oh my god, it's like I think I got this, I don't know, I can't tell, but there's probably a gallon or so in there already. It was bone dry, and I've been here about 5 minutes. So front tank had about a quarter in it, and I believe the rear tank had a quarter tank as well. I mean, listen to this, it's just pissing right in there. So I didn't have to do anything. I had the hose sitting up there on the steering shaft with the glove over it so it wouldn't spill out and evaporate. As soon as I took the glove off, it just started going. It just started spewing everywhere. I had to like plug it with my finger, and then put this hose on there, and freaking A, it just started going right into the jug, all by gravity. So I'm gonna get whatever I can out of these tanks. That way, when we go to handle them, there won't be any gas really. It'll be a matter of I'm gonna pop the vents or the caps, and then shut the doors, and I'll probably just let them air out. Okay, got a fan going to get the fumes out of here. We had a little bit of a spillage. Was over there, we're looking at his truck, and started hearing water running. Yeah, first can, totally full, just like up to the little nozzle. So we put 5 gallons in his truck, which got him up to about half a tank, or a half a tank. And here I am. Right at the Blitz logo there. So I'll probably get, if I get another 5 gallons, then I had 10 gallons of gas in there. And from the looks of the fuel, I think it's taken from both tanks, which will be convenient because my selector valve is like there's no seal, so it'll let fuel from the front tank go into the rear tank if there's pressure. It usually does that for about 5 minutes and then it stops. How do I know? Can't tell you. So this is filling up. If I get another can, I'll just set that aside, and that'll be, I can throw that in the Mazda, or I can actually top off the lawnmowers and stuff, or lawnmower. But for right now, we're getting the gas out, and then one of these days we're gonna pull the front tank. And I have to go back and redo the rear tank because I'm replacing it, so that'll be interesting. I'm not looking forward to it. Replacing the idler arm. Oh, what a chore.
It's like mud in between it.
I'm gonna give you the shop perspective. This is what it looks like right now. Look at this. We got a motor, transmission, we got this, a truck, we got garbage bags, we got cars everywhere, just loads of parts, stuff to go scrap. Look at that. This thing can't even breathe. Did you get it? Got a pickle fork in there, and now you can get the freaking sledgehammer in there. That should pop it right out.
Oh, watch it.
If that won't, I don't know what will. Maybe a torch, oxyacetylene.
Fuck you!
Anybody need a radiator? I'm buying a new one. Parts, thing full of water. Air cleaner's going with the engine. Anybody want some CATS? Yeah. This is my new vacuum booster. I got this off a, I don't know, early 90s, late 80s S10. So I got that screwed into the plastic. Got a million other holes for mounting stuff. So we got that. This is for the HVAC, and then this guy here, I'm gonna get a longer, get some new hose, put that on there. He'll end up going back up underneath here to this, and then I'll run another hose over, and then there'll be a big Summit Racing vacuum pump, which will then have a short hose come over here and run the brake booster. And yes, I am getting a new brake booster, and it's getting a modern style brake master cylinder, so it's getting quite a bit of cool stuff. New blower motor, new AC inside, heater core, whatnot. I'm doing all that, but right now I'm just getting all the new stuff. This is nice, solidly mounted. I can't wait to get new hinges. These are just gross. I tried lubing them up to make them stop squeaking, but no. We have an alternator wiring harness to get dealt with, clean up, redo. So yeah, but I got some. I put tire shine on this stuff, so it looks kind of new. I'm gonna end up going through all the spaghetti-ness, putting it all in wire looms and cleaning it up and relocating the air compressor somewhere a little bit better. But yeah, it's gonna look like a brand new truck. I'll have a new seal there. I'm gonna just sand down, prime, and paint black. So it's gonna get some stuff. It'll look like a new engine compartment. I'm gonna clean up those hinges and get new ones, or I mean, paint them. Yeah. They'll do. They're fine. It's just these are just, don't like it. Got my stickered wiring headlight harness. I'll probably cut these off and clean it up. Get this bulb thing out of here. Yeah, that was kind of a fail, but whatever. You don't know until you try. The frame's gonna get a pressure washing. I gotta get the steering gear out of there. I'm probably gonna have to use a pickle fork on that and get that out. So that'll be another video. We get the steering gear out, put away with its bolts. We get in here and I just want to pressure wash this engine compartment. Spray it down with some, what was I using for this? I actually think I just scraped it, but get some cleaner on there, just some like Simple Green, and just pressure wash it. Get it cleaned up, get the scalies off, and give it some paint. So it'll have a nice looking engine compartment. It'll have a nice, well, to us this will be a fresh engine. Look, it's gonna look like it has new hoses. It's not gonna look all new, but it's gonna look better than what it does now. So that's my plan. I want to have a fairly new looking truck. I am actually going to have it repainted at some time. I'll show you what color I'm using. Let's see if I still have it up here. Yes, that's the color I'm going for. Mandarin copper. It's kind of like this, but it's a little bit darker. It's more of a real copper color. So this thing's gonna get a lot of attention. I'll probably take it to Leafs and have them do it, because I know they'll take care of little stuff like that, little dings inside the bed. I want this gone, and all the holes for it gone, and then have this stuff painted on. And then we're gonna have a new grill. It's gonna be an actual chrome grill, new corner things, new turn signal lenses down at the bottom, but we'll keep our factory style lights. But I am going to convert to a 93 Ford Lightning bumper. So it'll be right. We'll have a bumper here, and you won't see the mounts for it. We'll have to do different mounts for it. and then it'll have one impact strip, and then down at the bottom will be a plastic valance, and then that valance will let us put actual fog lights in where they should be. So it'll look really cool when it's done. And we're gonna throw a new set of springs in this thing. Not necessarily heavy duty, because this thing is sitting just fine. I've actually moved it and everything, and it's still sitting up as high as it would normally. Actually, you can tell by the shock, it's sitting up just a little bit higher than it normally does, about a ½ inch. So once we put the transmission in, it'll sit normal. So this engine is really not that big of a deal when it comes to weight. It's already got pretty heavy duty springs on it for, you know, at the moment, and even though they're 34 years old, those springs can hold up, you know, this truck, heavy engine and transmission, and then it can hold up when me and my dad get in and still sit at the same ride height. So it's pretty firm. So, oh, new lug nuts, probably some new wheels. So I think new springs, and then these shocks are pretty good, but I think I'm gonna do Bilsteins. I'm gonna get some nice Bilsteins in here, front and rear. And then the rear sway bar bushings are our old Ford ones. They need to get converted over to the polyurethane ones. And then one of these days I'm gonna come in here and with my angle grinder and just kind of chew away some metal so I can repivot both of these. Going for a walk? So, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. Like every video, I'm excited. I was thinking, you know, I was gonna maybe try and get some money for my cats, but check this out. This just recently passed the EQ, by the way. Straight through, nothing in there. That was the passenger side. This is the driver's side with that cattywampus angle it had. Yep, straight through. No catalytic converter. Not a single. Nothing. It passed DEQ. Just with the only emissions equipment on it was the air injection pump, which I temporarily connected to add air to the system, and that's all it did to pass it. And it. Oh man, no wonder it's so stinky. It doesn't have any catalytic converters. It's been freaking hauling out this whole time. It's self-gutting.